Hi guys, welcome to my channel, My Custom Tech. This is Parvesh, and today I'm going to be going over how to get the ultimate power saving setup on your Android smartphone. And if you did see my previous video on the Samsung GoodLock UI, you may be expecting the routines video for the GoodLock UI. I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually not going to be doing that video because there's a lot of videos out there already. There's a lot of resources available on setting up routines, and also it's pretty self-explanatory. So I'm going to be going ahead and skipping that video for now. And let me know if you really do want that video. Just let me know in the comments section, and I can definitely make that. But like I said, there's a lot of resources available for you to check out and get all set up with the GoodLock UI. But again, today we're going to be going over the ultimate power saving setup. And as you know, when you turn on the power saving mode on your phone, you save a little bit of battery, not a lot really, but you lose a lot of performance. Your phone gets really slow, and it does get kind of annoying. So I'm going to be showing you guys a simple home screen setup and theme that you can actually use to cut your battery usage, specifically your screen's battery usage, by more than 50%. So I just want to let you guys know before we go further that this is actually only going to work on phones that have an AMOLED screen. And an AMOLED screen, an active matrix organic LED screen, is basically a screen that most Samsung flagships actually have. And also a lot of other Android smartphones do have this. It's actually, what it does is everywhere that the screen is completely black, it actually turns off those specific pixels. So you actually get deeper blacks, and also you save a lot of power. Because if you're looking at an image where there's a lot of blacks, not only are those blacks going to be super sharp, but they're also going to be patches of the screen that are actually consuming zero power. So that's great for power saving. So we're going to use that that neat little trick to basically set up your entire phone so it is mostly black. And that actually helps a lot because everywhere, for example, if you set your wallpaper to be completely black, that means the entire wallpaper is actually using 0% of your phone's battery as on the screen side of things. So that's actually really helpful, and it saves a lot of battery. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And again, if your phone doesn't have an AMOLED display, or you're not sure, you can still definitely follow the setup. If you want to know whether or not it has a display, you can definitely do a simple Google search. Or I've also posted an article from Gadget Hacks that actually shows you a little trick you can do by yourself to check whether or not you have an AMOLED display. So definitely check that out. So I'm going to be going over the things that we need for this. The first thing we need is Nova Launcher. Nova Launcher is what I'm going to be using in this video. If you don't have Nova Launcher or you have another launcher, most of them are pretty similar to customize, and if you're pretty good with your launcher, you should definitely be able to replicate exactly what I did with Nova Launcher on your own launcher. So Nova Launcher is what I'm going to be using, but you can use any launcher you like. And obviously the second thing, a phone with an AMOLED display, you definitely, for this to be the most effective, you definitely need that. And also the third thing we have is a theme store. So if your phone has a built-in theme store, and if you're using a Samsung, the Galaxy S6 and later do have a theme store built in. But again, if you're not using a Samsung and your phone has an AMOLED display, definitely check out whether or not your phone has a theme store. If it does, we're going to be looking for the all black theme so that your entire UI is actually going to be kind of black and white. So that saves a lot of power. So right now, if I open up my phone app here, we can see that it's mostly white, and there's a lot of green, and there's very little black. So if we basically invert this and we make it mostly black with white lines, that we're saving basically that much more power for the screen, which is great. So definitely, again, this is optional. Almost all of these are optional. You can decide what level of customization you want to put on your phone and how much battery you save. But if your entire UI is completely black and it changes the keyboard as well, usually you're saving that much more power. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing we need is Lines Icon Pack. It's actually an icon pack that is it's very minimalistic, and it has it's basically just white with really thin lines. It looks awesome if you're into a minimalistic design, even for not power saving reasons. Definitely a great icon pack I'd check out. I have the link in the description if you're not able to find it on the Play Store. I do have that link. And yeah, so that's a great icon pack we're going to be using. And the fifth thing I have is actually an optional. It's called Pixel Filter. What it does is, for phones with the AMOLED display, it actually turns 50% of your phone's pixels off, which is great because we have phones like the Samsung phones, they have quad HD displays, which is way, way, way more than you actually, really need for your screen for it to look clear. So if you turn off like 50% of your pixels on your Samsung phone, you probably won't even be able to tell the difference. And it saves a lot of power because basically half your screen is off. And I've gone up to about 70% screen off without even really noticing a huge difference in quality. And so that's going to be at the end. Again, that's completely optional. And I'll go over that and show you how to use it and get it set up to save you additional battery. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. Right now I have the Nova Launcher setup going on, the default. So everything you see here, just kind of the Google folder, this is all default Nova. So let's go ahead and take a look at the settings we need here. So first, let's go ahead and set Nova up. So let's go ahead and go into Nova settings. All right, so in order to go into Nova settings, you just do a long press there. And I'm going to be getting rid of these pages. I am a one home screen guy. I just like to have one simple home screen because that's what the app drawer is for. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and I'm going to get rid of this Google folder. I don't really use it, or I'll just leave it. You know what? I'll just leave it. So in order for us to set up the lines icon, we want to go ahead and tap edit on after long pressing an icon. We want to tap on the icon and we want to tap on lines. If you have it installed, it should show up here. And it should present you the default icon. So let's go ahead and tap on that phone icon. It looks great. And then let's go ahead and do the same thing for all of these icons. All right, and I'm gonna slow it down here just so I can show you something. So a great thing that the Lines icon pack and many other icon packs do have is you can browse all the icons right here in the built-in Nova Launcher display. Or you can hit this, if you see the top right corner, there's a little arrow pointing out of a box, and you can actually search up icons. So now since we're doing the Google folder, let's look up Google. Great, and you can see there's a folder icon with the G logo on it. So let's go ahead and use that. That looks great. And I'm going to do the same thing for create. Let's see if we can find something that matches. I don't see anything here. We'll just set it up as a default folder. Oh, there we go. I think that looks pretty appropriate. So let's go ahead and here we have the Google search. I'm actually going to do something interesting with the Google search. I actually, if you do have the latest version of Nova Launcher, you should be able to get this pixel-like Google icon, which I think looks really great. So we're gonna do the pixel-like icon, and here's what we want. The bar color, I'm gonna set it to be almost black, but not fully, because if we set it to be fully black, since we're going to be using a black wallpaper later on, it's going to blend in and it's not going to show out. So we want it almost black. So there we have it. And great, it looks great. So right now we're gonna set up a black wallpaper. If you don't have a 100% black wallpaper and we have something similar, that totally works.
All right, let's take a look here and see what we have. And sorry about the weird mic change. I'm recording this later because I messed up.
All right, so I'm just gonna go with the all black wallpaper actually. So now that we have that all set up, we have an all black wallpaper. So look at how much battery we're saving already. Every single piece of this screen that's completely black is actually using no battery at all. So that's great. We're almost there. So now again, like I said, the phone is actually showing pretty white and bright and using a lot of battery. So on Samsung's, here's how we're gonna actually set that up. We want to pull down from the notification bar, and this is the GoodLock. If your phone doesn't look like this, it's because you don't have GoodLock. So if you like this, if you like what you're seeing, definitely check out that GoodLock video. So let's jump into the settings, and let's go into, we want to look for themes. So under this personal section, you should see this themes right here. So let's tap on themes. and I already have it installed under my themes. So if you can see right here, I have it as black. So you can definitely search this up on the theme store, but let's go ahead and apply that. All right, great. We have our theme applied. Everything is pretty much going to be dark now. So let's open up that phone icon, and as you can see, the entire dialer is almost completely black. Just the numbers are white so that you can see them, and it looks great. It looks awesome. So it's nice even if you're not looking to save battery. Just as a minimal design, it looks amazing. So there we have it. We have it all set up, and then the next thing I wanted to show you again was the pixel filter. And before we get started, I'm just going to be showing you something for those of you who actually have the GoodLock UI set up. So we since the GoodLock right now I have it set up as white. Let's go ahead and change that. So let's go to default routine, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to make this part. You can actually tap custom now, and let's make it completely dark. Everything else, let's make it white so that it's light, and we can read the text and all of that. So there we have it, all done. And as you can see now, the notification bar is white. And right now, my AZ screen recorder, that's going to show up white just because that's how the developer has it. Most of all your other notifications should show up black. So we're saving a lot of power there. The last thing I'm going to be showing you is pixel filter. So let's go ahead and take a look at pixel filter. So let me go ahead and search for it. There we go, pixel filter. And as you can see, I'm not sure, you may or may not be able to tell the difference on the video. Most likely you won't. But basically half my screen is now, and you can set this up. So right now it's at 50%. So half of your screen is actually going to be turned off right now, and for me it makes almost no difference. Like, I can tell it probably, instead of looking like quad HD, it looks like 1080p right now, which is totally acceptable. And if you're just going to be browsing and all of that, not really taking photos or anything like that, this should look perfectly fine for you. And you can customize this, and if you want it to be 88%, you can do that. Right now it looks pretty crappy at 88%, but again, up to 62% I don't notice a huge difference. 50% is probably ideal, and 38% if you really don't want to see any difference. So that is going to be pixel filter. So there you have it, guys. Just a really quick video on how to get this set up for a completely black setup. And you can go further with this. For example, if you don't like that app drawer, you can definitely jump into Nova settings, go into the app and widget drawer, take that that background and make it black, and turn off card background. So now you see it's almost completely dark, and right now it has that red scroll accent, which is great. And so you can actually just go as far as you'd like, customizing this to but basically just keep the rule of thumb in mind. Everywhere the screen is black, you're saving a lot of battery. And so, this should definitely save you guys a lot of battery without even putting it into power saving mode. So let me know how it goes for you guys. Let me know if you, if this helps you and saves a lot of battery. And also, let me know if you, if you have any other, questions, or if you want me to make a video specific to one thing. Definitely let me know, and I can actually, see if I can make that video about that. Anything where you just want to know how to customize this or that, definitely let me know in the comments, and I can definitely try to make a video on that. All right, thank you guys so much. See you in the next one.